Anime has always been a huge part of my life, and helped to shape who I am as a person today. I came from the Toonami generation, so I have a good 25 years of experience with the medium. Now, some of you may be wondering why I bring this up. Well, that's because of the music. The music in anime, from openings to endings and even character themes, have always been something that I've loved since childhood. And I'm going to do a more detailed video on the impact that anime soundtracks have had on me as an artist and producer, and as a music lover in general, at a later point. But today, I'd like to discuss the ending themes to one of my favorite anime series ever, Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, if you grew up with this show, you already know how iconic the series' opening theme, Smile Bomb, is, but the ending themes certainly weren't lacking in quality either. I was going to make this a top 5 list, but in this particular case, there are only 5 selections anyway, so today we'll be rating all 5 of the Yu Yu Hakusho ending themes from worst to best, at least in my opinion. Let's get started. Number 5. Homework Never Ends.
Marking off my legacy of worldly deeds. Tick-tock, tick.
The first ending theme of the show, covering episodes 1 through 29, the original Japanese version is performed by Matsuko Mawatari, with the English version being performed by Sarah White. This sounds like it came straight out of the 70s. The disco vibes are heavy throughout this one, and not the good kind of disco, at least in my opinion. This song never really held my interest, and when it would air at the end of an episode on Toonami, I would never stick around long enough to hear it all the way through after I heard it the first 2 or 3 times. Now, some people may like this, but to me it's the weakest of the bunch. Number 4. An Unbalanced Kiss. This is the third ending theme, which covers episodes 60 to 83, with the original Japanese version performed by Takahashi Hiro and the English version performed by Jerry Jewell. Jewel? I'm not sure how you pronounce the last name, forgive me. I'm gonna go with Jewell. Now, this one still has a bit of the same feel as the first ending theme, but overall this is a much better song. Not my favorite of the bunch, but I certainly didn't mind hearing it now and then during the episode runs. Number 3. Sayonara Bye-Bye. This is the second ending theme, covering episodes 30 to 59, with the original Japanese version performed by Matsuko Mawatari, and the English version performed by Stephanie Nadolny. Stephanie Nadolny, the latter of whom is best known for her roles as both Kid Goku and Kid and Teen Gohan throughout every iteration of the Dragon Ball franchise in both the series and the films for the English dubs. I really like this one. It's soft and a bit somber, with memorable lyrics and an innate catchiness to the melody. Not to mention the sentiment expressed here. As a kid, and even to this day, I always felt that this was Keiko expressing her true feelings to Yusuke about their relationship. Like she was saying, hey, I love you, and consequently, it breaks my heart to say this, but with everything we've gone through together, you're still you and I'm still me, and despite our adoration of one another, at the end of the day, we're just 2 very different people. And acknowledging that has brought me a sense of peace. So goodbye and take care of yourself. Great song. Number 2. Daydream Generation. The final theme song of the series, covering episodes 103 to 112, with the original Japanese version performed by Matsuko Mawatari, and the English version performed by Sarah White. This one I really like. It's super catchy. From the first few seconds, it's damn near impossible to not bob your head or tap your fingers or to find yourself moving some part of your body in sync with the music. Again, there's a 70s influence here infused with some touches of 90s J-pop. When I first heard this, it was actually one of the 5 ending themes that I didn't experience through Toonami. I actually first heard this on my DVD sets of the Three Kings saga, mainly because by that point I was so heavily into the show that I was keeping up with every new volume release from Funimation, and I would just purchase them long before Toonami would end up airing the episodes. And honestly, by that point, circa 2006, I'm not even sure if Toonami was even airing the last arc of the show, as I had pretty much checked out by that time. But I digress. Ultimately, this is easily my second favorite of the ending themes. And at number 1, my favorite ending theme to Yu Yu Hakusho is The Sun Will Shine Again.
I believe you'll understand just exactly how I feel. This is my last and my most loving request.
This is the 4th ending theme and covers episodes 84 to 112, with the original Japanese version being performed by Hiro Takahashi and the English version being performed by Jerry Jewell. This one is by far my favorite ending theme of the entire series. It's so good. When I first heard this as a kid on Toonami, I got chills. It was one of those moments where you have a wave of emotion wash over you, and you're not really sure why, but that's the power of music, folks. When a good piece of music strikes a connection with the listener, it really makes you feel. And even more so, when that happens at a very young age, before you even have a thorough grasp on what the full spectrum of human emotion is, it can leave a stronger impact on you even more, because you're not sure what you're feeling or why you're feeling it. Well, that's what happened to me hearing this for the first time at age 10. When I hear it now, I still get that same feeling, although it's now colored by shades of nostalgia and life experience with a better understanding of the world at large. The instrumentation on this is so great, I love it. The entire song structure comes across in a way that it's impossible to not strike a chord with you, no matter what walk of life you come from. And I mean, listen to some of these lyrics. With a restless innocence, our hearts began to race. With one thing on our minds, we foolishly embraced. And now as twilight closes in, I see you from a distant place. And I wish for you all the courage that you'll ever need to be your best. And although it storms and it's raining outside, all the people of the city still believe in the existence of the sun and the forgotten melody and the birds in our hands. A life without pain is a life without joy, without fun. Good God, talk about poignant. Especially when you get to be around my age. Man, this really hits me hard. This is right up there with some of the best musical scores to ever come out of any anime series, and it's easily my favorite of the 5 ending themes. So, that's my list. If you're a fan of Yu Yu Hakusho, how do you rate the ending theme songs? If you're comfortable with sharing, please leave a comment below, as I'm curious to know. On a final note, if you've never seen this anime series before, I highly suggest that you check it out. It's a bit of a slow burn in the beginning in favor of nurturing character development, but trust me, it absolutely pays off later in the series run. And if you're considering and checking this particular title out, I implore you, watch the anime series, not whatever the hell it is that Netflix just released a few days ago. Christ, they butchered one of my favorite anime series that I grew up with. But that's a different story for another day for my other review channel. Bottom line, just watch the dub of the anime. It's absolutely phenomenal, not to mention that it's one of the best dubs of an anime to ever be done. And that's all for now, folks. Of course, if you're interested in this kind of content, please like and subscribe and spread the word. And to all of you, be safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and happy holidays to you all.